Jesus over there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you do look like you
I
got.
am
Jesus
Black
had
Jesus.
dread, so I'm thinking about waving some. I mean, growing some. Although I ain't gonna grow
That's
none.
right.
I'm gonna have to
E40
give
told
me a
you.
unit.
E40
You know what I'm
told y'all
saying?
what it really was.
Yeah, Jesus had dread, so I'm thinking about growing
E40
some.
told y'all what it was back then, but I'm gonna tell y'all what it is right now. Right now, we are live at
Live. There we
5
go.
slash 7 Central. A little late today. Oh well, par for
Okay.
the course around this big dog.
Bitch, bitch, bitch,
I
bitch.
want to welcome
Look.
everybody to the Piranha Ponds live streamcast live at 5 slash 7 Central. I am your illustrious host, Kingfish Mac, uh, out on mobile location as usual for the last couple of weeks.
Sound like
But
me.
still making it happen, Captain. Y'all know what time it is around here.
Yes, sir.
Joined as usual, but not as usual lately. I got the entire pond up in here, all
Yeah.
around the good day.
Go.
Day
You know what I'm saying? Let's
Wednesday.
go.
Here
Yeah.
we
Since
go.
Nick Nass is not to the right of me, but he's definitely not out of the sight of me. We're gonna
I'm
start
in
with
your
him up in
box
that
today.
top left. What's going on with you, Nick Nass? How you been doing, bro?
Kind of, hey man, looks good. Looks better. We got the palm bunch together, not like the Brady bunch, baby. So you know what I'm saying. So we got all four squares built in. So I'm feeling good.
Oh yeah, we here definitely. We definitely are in the house. Next to him, my brother from another mother, Mr. None Flyer. What's going on
What
with you, baby
it,
boy?
what it do? I'm in the building, man. Happy to be all foursome again. All up, we kind of like Voltroned up. You
Oh
know what I'm
yeah,
saying? We got all the lions in the building. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's do it.
without a
Like a
doubt,
druid.
Tito. Oh wait,
Hmm.
I did it wrong. Tito. And you guys know who keeps the pond beautiful, sparkling, clean around this bad boy. It's my girl,
What?
Miss Nick Mo. How you doing, babe?
What's up, baby? How y'all been?
Oh
All
shit,
right.
missing you, missing you. I ain't
Man,
seen you in a
What you
minute. Look
know?
like.
you know what I'm
We
saying?
get it. I know
It's,
it's been a minute since last week, right?
since we've all
Yeah.
But
convened
then
in
even
general.
then,
How about that?
She broke up.
You say you. Oh, you froze on me, mama.
Oh yeah.
I'll be
Screenshot
right back.
She did a Mac move.
or your move
Yeah.
or my move.
So so for everybody that's in the pond checking us out today, we all are pretty much on uh whatever T-Mobile gonna give us.
Right,
You know
right, right, right.
But we
we
working
rolling
our
with
way to fix this.
T-Mobile and AT&T today. So that's
Rolling with
what's
the
going on.
jankiness.
So
If
Yeah.
if, if Verizon.
y'all y'all bear with us, man.
So it's gonna
I
get
mean,
better.
soon enough we gonna be in the building without soon we gonna be crisp, clean with no Vaseline in a minute. Don't worry about nothing, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all love us, we gonna love y'all back.
Oh
Can't
yeah,
stop us
without a
from
doubt.
broadcasting. You know what I'm saying? So
And again, I always say, good audio beats bad video any day.
Any day.
So, um,
that's the truth.
we always gonna be trying to be crisp and clear. And even if we're not, we talking about some shit you need to hear. How about that?
Either way it go. And those was bars, nigga. Bars.
Bars,
You know
bars. Okay. Mermaid says she got connectivity
All
issues.
right, we'll be here when you
Shit,
get here, goddamn it.
trust and
We'll be
believe,
here when you
Mama.
get
I
here.
know we will be here.
Yeah.
Here, let me show you how connectivity.
This
This
how
how
this
this
this how our connectivity is.
Bam, you know what I'm saying? The clones in the building. This nigga, this clonage. I swear I got to go
Hey,
to
what
the
you call that?
temple. Homie.
What was
That's
that? Max
crazy.
Headroom?
clone.
Was
Yeah, my
it
man just
Mac
cloned
was
his
Max
shit.
cloned on that one.
My nigga just
Max
cloned
Max
his shit, nigga.
Mac Headroom?
Well, look, let
1984
me let me step over
MTV.
here to this box right quick. I ain't tripping. Just let me right quick. Yeah. That's
So
how we
yeah,
do
man.
it, y'all. We got clones around this bitch.
We got clones around this biatch. Yeah, man, you guys been keeping up on the news and shit lately.
Depends on what news
Yeah,
you're speaking on.
Well, the American news or whatever you might want to call it.
Fox News or just general news? Or it's Fox News general?
Well,
No,
Because I'm not. I haven't. To tell you the truth.
I'm
Current
trying
events of
to.
me right about now. Yeah.
Yeah, current events. We had. Well, I'm not gonna even say who it was.
Okay. Okay.
But we had another mass shooting popped off this morning.
Woo! Really?
9 people dead in San Jose, including the suspected gunman. Um,
from around my way, San Jose, California.
San Jose,
Early this
California,
morning,
homeboy.
I woke up to this news. Right, I turned on the news this morning, and they had a whole bunch of police and shit standing around. You know what I'm saying? Talking about. It was funny how they put it too, right? Because the news is just such a trip. Shit that they'll tell us, and we just swallow. So they said it ain't funny, but it's funny how they said it. They said unnamed gunman who was either a potential, current, or former employee of the railroad where where the shit happened at. And I'm saying, well, shit, you can't be too much more fucking broad than that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That pretty much covers all of us, right?
Why in the
If your ass
fuck? Right.
showed up, right? if you showed up, you
For a
know what I'm
day of
saying,
work.
and
If
you
you
was
fill that
either
application, man,
right. They didn't
that's
even let
crazy.
us know if that was what it was. They just said that he was a potential, current, or former. But in any event, man, we got 8 people dead at this railroad. I guess it's a railroad yard house, and we think of that kind of shit like, when I said, damn, a railroad yard house, I'm thinking about old ass trains and rusty tracks and shit like that. But then got to realize we in, the new millennium and shit, right? So a train ain't really like a train like that, right?
Right.
Trains
Mm-mm.
be them bullet trains and shit, right? Them high speed,
Like the
high
metro
moving.
shits, nigga.
Right, exactly.
Right.
So it
Yeah.
was a yard
All
like
kind.
that where I guess it was cross, where you cross the different trains on the tracks for them to go to
Where they
different
be having a
destinations or
like
whatever.
a little like a depot or fucking a routing
Yeah.
center
Right,
and
but it
shit.
was
So
Yeah.
just for the workers. It wasn't like a
a
transportation
station.
center where it was a bunch of civilians. It was a bunch of
Okay.
workers, bunch of railroad workers in this
Probably where they
building.
dispatch from.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's called. I,
Right.
I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, it's called
It's called a switching
Caltrains.
station.
Yeah, Caltrains. Because like in San Jose, where it runs from Gilroy, California, up to San Jose, well, up to pretty much where you can catch the
I
BART.
think that's all of California, the Caltrans system. Or you mean trains
No,
with an I?
No, he
Amtrak,
said
but
Caltrains.
Okay.
Caltrains.
Like
So then, like,
TRAIN.
yeah. So with the other one, like if I'm not mistaken, but then the other one is the Amtrak, but Amtrak is redoing
No,
the
I'm gonna tell
railways
you who
from.
it is. I'm gonna tell you who it is right now. It's the Valley Transportation Authority of Santa Clara County.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's like local transportation.
Okay, it says the gunman, an unidentified VTA employee, killed himself, authorities said. About 100 VTA workers, mostly men, some family members, were escorted from the sheriff's office to a larger auditorium. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. Well, I'm praying for the
So
family, man, because
Newsom, Gavin Newsom then came out and gave his little speech already. He up for recall. So he
yeah,
gonna have some slick shit to say. But my
yeah.
question is, what do we as a community? What's up, Edop?
What a
Oh,
go, young Dominic Billy.
yes, indeed. What do we as a community think about, these various mass shootings, school shootings, uh, all this variety of different uh, collective violence perpetrated against the American public by a particular class of criminal. What do we think about that?
Short story. Boy, these white people crazy. That's a short story for me, nigga. It's what I think. The community think about this shit. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
so, so it's a whole lot of shit that goes into it. Like we kind of think of it in terms of just the event. You know what I'm saying? Like how tragic it is that we got another one of these fucking events where you got a bunch of innocent people dead or whatever. And then, us as, the three of us who we are, it's kind of easy for us to remove ourselves from that type of situation or even thinking along those terms because that kind of shit don't happen in our neighborhoods, right? But at the same time, you got a lot of political and other type of fucking peripheral type of fallout that comes at the end of every time we have one of these incidents. The major thing is the gun control argument. You know what I'm saying? That kind of pits conservatives against liberals. Who's for gun control, who's not, your right to bear arms, this, that, and the third. Nick, you stand, at on a real peculiar point when it comes down to that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? As a responsible gun owner, you know what I'm saying, with all the appropriate shit that you're supposed to have, how do you feel about the conversation that's about to start, or probably has already started, about gun control and, you know, automatic weapons, assault weapon bans, this, that, and the third? We kind of been through it, and you got kind of a bird's eye view on that. So holler at me.
So the thing is, right? You can't assault the public though. So it don't matter how you classify a particular device, right? But when you assault the public with all these different views, as I say, and bring up legislature about these things, you actually, first of all, you actually creating a fear campaign because you saying that even I know this incident that's going on, I want myself, not prep myself, but um, get to the point where my family, just in case that we out or daddy's at work or mother's at work, that you have a line to still protect yourself that's in your nature, right? So with that, it's still not going to uh, stop whatever this is going on because now you have to look at, and it's kind of like a razor blade dance, right? That who do we cut people off? Do we look at mental health? Do we look at people that's faces that we have nowhere else to pivot? But you can't take it away from the masses on this because of one particular instance or what I'm saying, or run concurrent with all these other stories that happened in the past. So
Uh,
uh
can I can I just say this right quick? For all Americans, Democratic,
Go ahead.
Republicans, man, it is your right as a fucking American to protect you and yours by any means necessary. Constitution of America, Declaration of Independence. Here we go. It is your right to. Don't let
yeah,
them take that from you, nigga. Now they got to figure out how the fuck to deal with the crazy motherfuckers, but don't let them take that right from you. You will need that right.
because that's the thing, right? Because people find excuses to try to right whatever they felt like they went wrong in their life. And a gun just don't freaking do that.
No, it's
But
the people behind them
so
bitches, man.
and just like I said a couple of episodes ago, right? Was anybody around him in awareness of what's going on around them? And that's the one thing. Teach people a sense of awareness. Hey, hey, Fred, you all right today? What's on your mind? Oh, man. Okay. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
whistle blow you, but hey, you know what? Let me
Care
pull you
about the
to the side.
motherfuckers around you,
Let me
man.
talk to
Care
you.
about the motherfuckers around you, man. Because you never know what a motherfucker
Because
got going on. Somebody to just talk to them about anything. That's why we encourage motherfuckers to
Right.
and
hop on here. Spill that shit out. You know what I'm saying?
you
Motherfuckers
so
just
Get
want
it
to talk
out your
about some
system,
shit.
goddammit.
Man.
so so my mind has uh indefinitely been changed when we had another incident in America when somebody took over a plane with a box cutter, not an automatic weapon. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
what's the thing? I could do more mental damage with a knife if I could get to 5 people and try to knock them out their shoes, you know what I'm saying, than an
Yeah.
assault weapon.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I'm saying? That you actually have to, and this one, Well,
Be
Mackie,
up
you
close and
know,
personal.
that's yeah. So as you know, right, it's called a premeditation order. So if you have to go stand in front of a jury, right, and they say premeditated, you had to buy the bullets, you had to buy the gun, you had to clear all these things. You know what I'm saying? So it's all these other factual dynamics that could go up, and you could have the argument forever on about what it is, right? But the main thing is, like I said, when you get up close and personal with this, what in your life at that moment in time made you go into that realm of thought, or was you out of your mind in your body to do that, and for what reason, right? Because the I say that the device is only a tool. It's the person that's wielding it that makes the damage behind it. And the topic of
Right.
conversation today, you know, because I know somebody with a Daniel
So
Boone
basically,
22 Magnum.
you saying guns don't kill people, people kill people.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? Because I know somebody with a Daniel, I I know somebody with a Daniel Boone 22 that is one specific target that they could go after, and it could change the world. Right? It
Right.
happened to Reagan. It happened to Brady.
So what do you got? Yeah, yeah. What do you got? And he got the Brady bill out of the shit too. So what do you guys think about politicians that basically politicize it, and politicians who politicize tragedies like this, and businesses that monetize tragedies?
I,
Because the other side of the argument is always going to be, well, if you're more well protected against people with assault weapons, and then conservatives go out and buy more guns. They go buy little 357s. Well, this has got stopping powder, but I'm bucking at
There's a
your
nigga
ass with
right
the
quick.
7.62,
Right.
right?
Right.
while I'm throwing these 7.62s at your ass, you ain't gonna be able to even get off that little fucking 35.7 shit.
I mean, unless you was in a movie.
Mr. John Wayne ass motherfucker.
Right. I
But
mean,
my
unless you was
point
in a
is
movie,
that
nigga.
right. But my point being that you know politicians will politicize depending on what side of the particular gun lobby you'll be on, and then businesses will monetize. Right, they'll sell a whole bunch of you'll see a rise in defensive non-lethal weapons. Right, tasers, mace, shit like
Hey,
that. Right.
Shell looking to get in. I'm sorry, Shell looking to
Uh,
get
I'm,
in.
I would
uh,
prefer that to the common lethal shit, especially amongst the walking everyday type person. But to answer your question though, for politicians to capitalize on it is scummy, low key, because you basically capitalizing off the back of a horrible situation. You
death.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that should never be glorified or even capitalized on for any reason. As far as the business owners go, I don't think they capitalize on the 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 event so much as the fear the event causes.
Right.
So
Exactly.
you can't get mad because niggas are scary. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it's a,
Yeah,
a 50-50 kind of thing for me. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm not mad at the business as hell. If you go buy them, I'm gonna sell them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
fuck you expect me to do? Nah, I ain't gonna sell them because niggas is hot right now. I ain't,
So,
Yeah,
you know
that
what I
so
kind of
mean?
Frank,
goes that
Fuck,
kind of
you know
goes
what I mean?
into our capitalism conversation from yesterday.
Right, and
yeah. So
that's
look, yeah,
I admire the capitalism part of America, but again, I'm not gonna stop selling because you know what I'm saying. Y'all buying them, I'm selling them. What y'all do them's up to y'all. That's up to you, motherfuckers with righteous intentions and good brains. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what to do with these girls, man. I understand y'all may got a little bit of fear about yourselves, but y'all doing it. Hey, what's that?
Purple lemonade.
Yeah,
distraction. So look, so
I'm gonna have to come to Vegas for some of that. But look, yeah, they do that shit
yeah,
in order to, you know what I'm saying, get that dough. And I ain't never mad at nobody getting that dough. Cause at the end of the day, you the motherfucker buying it, you the motherfucker responsible for it. Now, as far as the politicians
Right.
go, that's some other shit. You know what I'm saying? That's
so
some
the
other shit
thing
to
is,
me.
right? So I'm gonna throw a rock in the pond and create some waves, right? Because at any
This
particular
nigga.
time, right, that a politician will have somebody in their family that have weapons, so they actually try to bury them under the dirt, right? A dog could be used as a weapon. I could let my my German Shepherd, my pit bull into a yard with 12 people, you know, and they could say that's a weapon. So they're going to ban pit bulls. You know, they're going to ban German Shepherd or Doberman pinchers. So that's the thing, right? When politicians trying to attach to something, what I call fear mongering, right? Uh, striking up fear to suppress the people. And at any given time, they could come in and take over your thing about whatever. Oh man, the sky is purple now. So I'm gonna tell everybody to stay in the house. If you come out, we're gonna shoot you. Right? So that is the part of the narrative now is how do we um disarm the people because we're afraid because they're not communicating with us, as Frank Book says, right? How do we get the people to see our views, and how do we get the people to follow in tow with all the things that we have on our super PAC, or our political agenda that somebody gave us $500 billion for? So when you actually aware of all
Shell,
that stuff,
Say, baby.
You want to chime in, jump back in?
Oh, I'm listening, trying to catch up what we get in the conversation. I hear
you
you
got to
talking about politicians and stuff like that. So go ahead, Nick. I'm gonna catch you in. I'm just trying to
okay.
jump
So
in.
that's just like I just looked right. They had a shooting in Arlington, Texas. Since you brought up shootings, right? Four people dead and several others injured in Texas, right? Texas is the most well-known state for protecting yourself. Texas, Florida, Louisiana, Sportsman Paradise, Louisiana, and stuff. But when you're in a house alone with somebody, you know, you can't call the police to save you. You can't call a politician to save you. You can't call a politician and say this has happened to me. So what makes it more um uh appealing to me to try to fix the problem so nobody else could go through it? Like I said, right? Till they get down to the root of the issue is communications, the system of awareness, what people got going on in their lives, and what would make people turn to that part where they have to pick up a tool to say, I'm gonna justify all the wrongs that's been done to me by taking some people out. Politicians can never fix that. It's been going on for centuries.
And the
Yeah,
crazy thing is, I think so is mass shootings.
yeah.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because it's been mass execution. Don't even let me get this right. As far as uh Black Wall Street, Rosewood, all
Man,
these
that
shootings
Black
that's been
Wall
going
Street
on.
shit was something else though. That was
You
crazy.
know, you know, when they took over all these serial uh predators that take people's lives just for lovers' lanes, all the rest of the stuff that
You,
just drug out for a long time. So
you know, this is why I love you guys so much, right? I don't even have to run this show. You guys just go where I'm going naturally. And that's where I was going. Just in terms of um, our community being overly empathetic, right, to scenarios that don't really concern or affect us as a community. Like I said, you know, it's rare that,
Can you
huh?
hear me?
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
yeah,
yep.
Okay, I'm trying to come back through my computer, so let me in. Okay.
okay.
So
So,
and that's the thing, man.
so
Go ahead.
what I was saying, Nick, is that oh, there she go. There you go, ma. So what I was saying
I'm
is
here,
that
Lord. I'm here.
um, us being us having the same type of empathy for uh, victims and tragedies of this type as our white counterparts have, you know what I'm saying, in the same situation, but however, us not receiving the same type of concern, like you say, when it is us, right? Like, you know, when you got 20 years worth of string of prostitutes being murdered by one motherfucker on Figueroa, right? You know,
Yeah, the
20 some
Grim.
odd chicks. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Um, that shit is talked about in our community. That shit ain't really talked
Mm-hmm.
about. So I mean, you know, they made a 2020 piece on it because it's so horrific. But
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
how many other things happen to our community en masse, right? That you know, people don't really give a shit about. How many black girls are missing right now?
Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
man,
Yeah.
man, but here, man. But
Yeah.
for a second, there was a bit of an outcry about that. Maybe about a year ago, maybe
Yeah,
even
it was
2 years
us.
ago.
It was
But
us.
yeah,
It was Black
but
Girl Magic screaming about that on Black Twitter. You
right.
know what I'm saying?
See,
Why is nobody talking about, you know, Sharifa Evans or whoever? You
but
know what
yeah,
I'm
in the
saying?
mainstream, but in the mainstream, it's like the problems don't even not necessarily that don't exist. It's like they don't care about it. It's the same shit Ice
You
Cube
know,
said,
we
nigga. The
kind of
same shit Ice
expendable.
Cube said at the end of Boys in the Hood, nigga. They don't know, they don't show, but they don't care about what goes on in the motherfucking hood.
Here,
Yeah.
let me take it a bit further, and you
Period.
know, I'll take the hit for this. I don't give a shit. So we get front page news, 6 o'clock newscast anytime there is a shooting on campus at suburban middle or high school, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many of us know about several shootings on, around, on the way home from school? You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? Type
nigga.
of shit, gang banging and some more shit. You know what I'm saying? How many kids getting fucking popped up at the bus stop in Chicago? You know what I'm saying? That this shit is not fucking being front page news and some big outcry about. If anything, we hear about it as a retort to Black Lives Matter. Well, if Black Lives Matter, why you guys are not protesting when black people shoot black people or bullshit like that, right? Some
Right.
some inapposite type of fucking comparison. So my question is, in light of all the shit that you guys just said, Rosewood, Black Wall Street, fucking the Figueroa shit, fucking slavery, man. Should we
Right.
really give a fuck?
I don't though. So
But of course, so the thing is, right?
fuck no, nigga.
This
So look,
nigga.
so the
I
thing
really
is, right?
don't. I don't give a
Look,
mad fuck,
I
man. Like I
I,
mean,
I
it's
care
cool.
about.
I mean, I go out. I have empathy for people because I'm a person. I'm a person that cares. But I mean, in the grander scheme of things, nigga, we got big and better shit to worry about, baby. And that's just being honest.
So the
We
thing is,
got a hole to fucking get up out of, man.
how I see it, I need everybody who's entered my life in a complete circle, no matter what it is, right, or where you come from or whatever, right. That we're going to educate each other and and bring awareness to this conversation because I can have my homie, you know, Chris in a at the freaking Dave and Buster's. If you see some of this stuff, you know when to move. You know what I'm saying? Because that is the one thing. Because if something happened to my people, allegedly I might show up and fix the situation because it's mama crying, whatever. So to cover the gambit of all the people I love, anything that happened to you, Shell, Frank, I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna go sit down. I'm gonna preserve myself, you know, somewhere in somebody's three hots in the cot, just on principle, right? So our core principle is that if we at anywhere, we could be at a fair in Galveston, Texas, on the island. We all are heightened awareness of things. So if we make the news on, I put Shell out the way, jumped on Mac, but Mac allegedly stabbed somebody in the neck. It took the hot grease from the whatever and stopped and stopped the threat. That's the whole thing, man. That's how I actually feel
So,
about it. And yeah,
let me ask you this. Let me ask you this then, right? So
mm-hmm,
we know what you're gonna do if my old ass is in jeopardy, right?
mm-hmm,
But let's just say in some innocuous ass situation, you out with a chick for dinner, and
mm-hmm.
allegedly you stay heated, right? Allegedly, right?
All right,
You got your CCW, so you can do what the fuck you want to do, right?
mm-hmm.
Okay, so you got your burn piece, you got that 50 cal,
You know what I'm
right?
saying? Got the biscuit
Mm-hmm.
on
You
it.
got
You know what I'm saying?
50 cal, and
Allegedly.
you in the restaurant, and uh, some motherfuckers come in, either trying to rob the place, it's just some dumping going on, right?
Yeah.
In the middle of your dinner, it's la la la, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the ceiling, shit falling down, people screaming, Everybody get down, and you right by the exit. You and your piece, y'all right by the exit.
You
Mm-hmm.
and your
What do
piece.
you do?
I'm dumping.
You and both your pieces. You and both your pieces.
So the thing is, right?
Bonnie and Lillian, right?
Yeah. So look. So
I
for
mean,
people
first of
that
all, how I feel is if you have a way to get out the situation, then and possibly live getting out the situation. If you so happen to be by the exit, by the door, and they don't see or not paying attention, I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna make sure I try to call the laws, let them know what's going on if they haven't been called yet. But hell, ain't no need of you dying with everybody else in there if you can actually get out, and
But
stuff like that.
understand this. My man got this blower on him
He
that's
got the
so
trying
let
to come
he
out.
got the
It's
bing
singing.
banger.
That
Because
motherfucker
so
He
is
look.
got
buzzing
that
like
got
bing.
eight
his
lives
Look,
on him, don't
his
mean he gonna live
it's
through that
buzzing
fire.
like
I
a
mean,
like a
why not
pager.
try?
So
Shell,
look. So let me
But
tell
you
you
know what
something,
Shell,
though?
Shell.
Shell,
But this is
Shell.
the
This
bigger picture.
nigga,
What if he got kids? What if what
You
if
do.
you
check this
got
here,
stuff that
Shell.
you do?
But there's
But
people in
what
there
if
that
you
got
got
kids
stuff that
that
you
could
really want
possibly
to
be
try to live
saved.
for? I
This
feel
Okay.
as if
nigga,
I'm
information
gonna let
like
y'all
this
get it
is
all out,
you
didn't I?
can
this
definitely
nigga
try
been
to
at
get
the
out the
range.
situation.
This nigga been at the range every day. He ain't pinched no motherfucking forefingers, and that nigga been dying to put something in some
Hey,
flesh.
that joint
That nigga
buzzing on his
tired of
hip like a
shooting at
pager.
paper and
I'm gonna
You know what I'm
tell
watermelons,
you
saying?
right?
this. The way
Buzzing on
stuff
his hip like
going
a
on
pager on
today,
mute, nigga.
hold on. I'm gonna say this: the way stuff going on today, they will actually walk up in there and shoot your ass if you got the gun, and you the one trying to save everybody else.
No. All
It
you
ain't
do is
it ain't like
all
it
you
used to
do
be.
all
Yeah.
you
So
do is clear the situation, put the gun down, wait for the police to show up.
so look. So let
You
let
know what I'm
me let
saying?
let me
Say it
let
today,
me
get on the
let
news. You got sponsorships, nigga. Niggas are mad at getting the parade.
If
Key to the
I'm not
city. I'm
personally
all in the
getting home
side like
today,
this. I
I'm
wasn't
not
even there
trying to
that
be the
day,
hero.
but I'm there.
They preach
You know what I'm
that shit
saying?
all
so
day long. Don't try to be the hero. If
so
you can successfully
Okay,
get out, yourself
Nick,
out, don't
let
be
me
the
let me
hero.
clear it up for all y'all, right?
Nick.
Because with
Let me just say this, and then I'm gonna let you give your answer, right?
yeah.
So, so Shell, the reason I say this, right? First of all, Shell, I totally agree with you, right?
Me too.
Fuck them people, right? Right? But but
Come on now.
but I'm laughing about this shit, right? Because me and this nigga have literally been in almost this situation, right?
Situation.
Where this nigga was like, "Hey man, what's up? Whoop, whoop, whoop." And I'm like, nigga, if you don't get your ass in the car, this nigga is like, nah, man. Shit, shit. I got a duty, nigga. It's in the classes, in the paperwork, nigga. No, you don't. You just want to pop somebody's ass up legally, nigga, and stand over their ass and explain that shit to the police and
That's
get your
No.
why.
high fives and slaps
That's
on the back.
why.
Cause you know all these motherfuckers, right? You train with these bitches, right?
Wrong
Hey,
place.
nigga, see you had to, your training came in handy. Huh? Yeah, I taught you
No.
that double tap, all that bullshit, right?
You
So
can't tell me I don't fuck
that's
with
fucked
gangsters,
up.
nigga.
But
This nigga can't wait.
but go ahead, Nick. Go ahead, Nick.
So
Tell a lie.
no, so it's not this is the honest truth, right? Right. So the thing is, right, that when you
Playing
sign up for
security
something
guard.
like that to defend yourself, so we all got it, right? Let me tell you. So the thing is, he got me laughing. So the thing is, in all realness, right, that we actually govern ourselves, right? We actually property of ourselves. So you're right, Shell. You're right, Matt. You're right, Frank. Right? It's all about what you build for because the thing is, it comes with a great cost because you're still going to get prosecuted like it don't exist. So you
Right.
think you have some
Right.
power because you got a piece of paper, but when you got to stand in front of the jury and explain yourself,
I was
Exactly.
trying to help.
Nigga, you sound like me talking to you, nigga. What did you
you
talking about?
know what I'm saying?
Nigga, I
It
said
don't.
all this shit to your ass, nigga, in person. What you mean,
So,
nigga?
but the thing is, I know it, but it's the you know what I'm saying? I knew it because I actually had to get state
Shell,
psychological
this
test
Shell, Shell.
for real.
We in Silver Lakes. We at the fucking lake house, right? The speed limit is 25. It's a Saturday night, and the sports bar is cracking, right? I'm driving this nigga's truck, right? This nigga's truck got some fucking something gun club on the back of this motherfucker, right? So I'm doing the 25, but it's this motherfucking big ass truck just on my ass. And I'm like, this motherfuckers want me to go faster. Fuck them, right? I ain't in no rush, right? This nigga done already pulled out the shit. He in the passenger seat, right? He done pulled out the shit, jack one off, right?
Hey, hey,
This nigga's ready to go to fucking town. So when we pull in the gas station, which is the parking lot to the sports bar, the white boys pulled in behind us, parked and jumped out. When they jumped out, I jumped out before this nigga, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm already knowing what he on, right? So I jump out and rush to the white boys, like, hey, what's happening, man? Whoop, whoop. And he was like, hey, yeah, we're just trying to get there. I was like, yeah, man, I had to tell him, I was like, look, man, you on my ass, man, but I'm really with the shits, homeboy. It's not a problem that you really want. And the white boy looked at me and looked past me, and I don't know what this nigga Nick was doing by the front of the fucking truck, right? But the white boy didn't want no problem. Made my chest swell up like I punked him, right? But I kind of realized it was probably something else that made this motherfucker know he didn't want that fucking problem, right?
right.
Yeah, this nigga Nick is not no fucking joke, man. You always got to talk this nigga down off the fucking hill. So for him to be talking this shit about being responsible and this, that, and this, nigga, if you don't knock it off, nigga, you shooting everything up and explaining later.
Allegedly.
That's why
So,
you
but
got
the
the
thing is,
goddamn paperwork.
so the
What
thing is,
nigga
right?
needs CCW paperwork? This nigga don't protect nothing. This nigga,
I do. I
His
protect
house
this nigga ain't
myself
going with
nigga.
the
and my
jeweler. He ain't
family.
got no
Himself and
guard
his
card,
home, nigga.
nothing. This nigga's just a regular nigga on the mountain with a big ass fucking pistol and
Around
some
a
more
bunch of
shit,
white folks.
allegedly.
Around a bunch of white folks
Allegedly.
though. That
But
that
see,
Allegedly.
that you gotta watch.
so
You gotta watch their asses, goddamn it.
but then the thing is, right? So when it all comes down to it, right? That is your right, right? As soon as you let people take it away from you, that is
Exact.
the
Wait, hold
one
on.
part.
My goddamn
That the
book.
thing is, right? It's
Now
like
you
not,
talking like Nick. Now you talking like my nigga.
So the one thing is, right? You actually have to cover yourself, like I said, protect yourself on that whole bunch of levels, right? Because even when you drive around these high end people like you or Frank, because we value our lives, right? So it won't be a time where they could size us up. It's like, okay, well, he looks like a felon, so he probably won't have nothing to defend himself. You know what I'm saying? Your words can't
Shit,
defend
nigga.
yourself. But and
Shit,
and, and
nigga.
and that's when you actually start educating yourself on what your limitations are and what you can actually do. Just like I told,
Right.
like reminded Mac, after 10 years, all this stuff falls off. You can actually go get you a weapon and have the right to vote. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you have the right to vote, that's it. You know what I'm saying? So you got the
Oh
right to
yeah,
do
I got the
anything that you
right to
want as
vote.
a,
Yeah,
I
as
I'm
an
got the
trying
right
to
to
get on
individual.
vote
my
too. It's
time.
automatic now. It's automatic in
Yeah.
California
Yeah.
now. I found that out too late the last election. I wanted to vote, and then they had the Republicans. The shit was talking about arresting motherfuckers for registering to vote when you wasn't supposed to. And I was like, yeah, well, I'm not
Mm.
sure. So, and
Yeah,
it's
they ain't
crazy
gonna
as
get
fuck,
me,
right?
nigga.
Because
Right.
I am the motherfucker that goes and finds shit out, right? But I was too
Right.
fucking lazy to go find that out. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, we
And
know
and
now,
and then
nigga.
you're right, right? So the
I
thing
bet
is,
I
right?
don't miss another one. I
I
bet
didn't,
that. I
nigga.
bet I
I
don't
did.
miss another one.
I didn't miss this one the fuck at all, nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
At
So
all, nigga.
so
Funny
you're
shit
right,
about
Mac.
it too, right? I was so out of the loop, because I'm a fucking street ass nigga. Nigga ain't thinking about voting really like that, right? It just became part of the conversation. I went to my sister's birthday party, and everybody in this party was like professional people and shit, right? They ain't no street people, no fucking prison records, none of that type of shit. And the
Right.
conversation came around to, all the different propositions that was on the ballot in Los Angeles, and I didn't know none of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
couldn't even
that's what that's.
participate in the conversation. And I'm a nigga that be knowing about some shit, right? Like,
But
nigga,
that's
I'll go find out about some shit, but I was
and that's
all the
the
way out the
exact
loop and I
shit.
felt
The
like a real
local political
asshole.
shit is the shit that we need to brush up on. Like if we go brush up on anything, it's your local politics, man, because that's the shit we literally can control. That's the issue we need to
That's
push
why we
amongst
need to get
our
these
people.
That's why I started at the local level. With you looked at
That's
them
that's the
small,
only level we need to push issues on. All
the
the rest of
local
that
level,
shit, our representatives will take care of that type of shit. I
right?
mean, sure, we're gonna have to vote, but we'll be
So
voting
that's
for
why
who we
we got to
want
show up at the
at
polls
that
and get
point.
them local people in. We can't just show up for
for presidency. That
Right? No,
shit
they
ain't
got to show
it ain't because when it do trickle down to us, it's
for
okay. Well,
all the
what your
local
senators
shit.
doing? What your governor doing? What your
What your mayor
commissioners
doing,
doing?
especially when
So
it comes to
yeah,
the
it don't.
police force, because the mayor is the top cop. We can control these things, people.
Period.
We have that
You know,
power. So local politics is what we really need to be getting into on some real life, for real shit.
yeah. So and that's the thing, right? To be honest with y'all, when a whole bunch of my brothers go to prison, right? And they come home. I don't use that as a badge of honor, right? I said that y'all been preserved because I see all the shit that unfolded on the street. So welcome home to something because I did my hard studies on educating them, passing it on to them. Look, just like that, we could do this. So that bad that you've been to prison. Oh no, you've been preserved. The universe, God has preserved you to come back out because all the other motherfuckers that fell off. So you think you starting over, but you actually have a stronger mind. Like Frank said, it's a whole tier of all these things. It's a whole bunch of politics that politicians don't even see when it's politicking amongst all these people that you say is whatever you want to determine them at in the court of law, right? But they actually urban geniuses. They're actually people with something. Now, to say they even have voting rights and they didn't know, oh well. But K-Mac spent time in the law library. He probably know more laws than I know my shoestrings. You know what I'm saying? So Frank is the same way. You know what I'm saying? And that is the part that because we've been preserved, and able to speak on this day to let people know that no, we got rid of our ignorance. Yeah, we might talk, just tell a little story and stuff, but bet you me, all four of us, a conglomerate like this, will sauce your ass up at the moment in time. We got all, like Frank said, Voltron, right? We got
Right
all
quick.
these other things and these attributes that we have that we all put together to let y'all know. Yeah, we might take some hits. You might think we argue. You might think we fight. You might think we belittle each other, but none of that shit exists in our fucking world in the pond.
Fuck no.
So the thing is, right?
It's
So yeah.
unnecessary. Way
So
too
like
much love for that.
Max said, right? I'm not in the city. I'm not going to these affluential neighborhoods. I'm not going to Atherton, California and not driving no foreigns. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Bentleys and fucking BMWs and Jags and Hummers. You know what I'm saying? So why do I need to protect myself to the level I need to protect myself when I was in the shit? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you gotta
Right.
fall back.
Still, right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta fall back. Now, don't forget, I still know these things to apply to let y'all know that if y'all are able to get these things for it, it could be if you ever was in this situation, it gotta stand in front of this jury that you got something to stand on, right?
Right.
Because
Right.
either way it goes, like you said, I prepared myself for this, and I've been in the fuck shit for real, allegedly, right? So the whole thing is like, yeah, I walked home, you know what I'm saying, from Monroe Junior High, and I seen murders from 111 places all the way up to the bottoms. You know what I'm saying? That was like a daily routine, fights, stabbings, right? But it's like it molded me into
Real
a
spill.
person where, you know what I'm saying, where it's like this, right? I understand what to see when somebody's crying and somebody being disrespectful and leave you out there for hours and think they're gonna put a sheet or not put a sheet on you, right? But everybody is on display where you can see every characteristic, every emotion, everything, right? But when you go somewhere and somebody get off, it's like, okay, it was justified, whatever it was, right? And it's like, oh, now it's a lifelong of recovery. You know what I'm saying? How long we're gonna still recover and not apply ourselves to this, to what we have to do, what we need to do, not what we want to do, what we need to do. So this is where all the conversation comes up from the life things that we went through. You know what I'm saying? To put it on and to tell our truth and say, hey, can somebody make another way than what we had to see, hear, and witness? You know, are you gonna go pick up that book? Or are you gonna look on the computer because we don't have no Wi-Fi saying that we want to get information, right? But you can walk to the library looking at them the index, pull it out. What I'm looking for. Where's that at? So we actually getting all that taken away for us by this legislature. Who closed the
Right.
library? Who's taking books out of schools?
Yeah,
Where's
we
the
got to take
hardback? Do I
control
have to
back of that
download
though.
everything? You know what I'm saying? Do I have to download everything and hope I got battery life or a solar at these days? Because the power is out.
Yeah.
You know, do you know how to
Right.
go plant the fruits and vegetables in the yard? Do you know how to take care of the dirt? Do you know how to make a diaper for your baby out of t-shirts. You gotta go buy
We
a
do.
Huggy. That's the whole thing. And so if it's a hidden culture that we are, and we don't let it out, that it's a graveyard full of um, inventors, millionaires, you know, trillionaires, and generally good people, but they don't have a voice anymore. So
Right.
if you let these people take this away from our voice, we won't amount to anything, and it's kind of sad. So, but I will keep my banger all the time. So just let
All the
that y'all know
time,
that.
man. That's the whole point, man. Get y'all right, man. Hold on. Let me do this one more again. One more again.
And $10 and $10 underneath my the soles of my shoes. So yeah.
Don't let them take that from us, nigga.
So
This is our right to protect us and ours. Once they
right.
disarm us, they can do anything with us, and that ain't finna happen.
Well, I'll say this.
Really,
I talk that shit and really I'm making jokes with Nick, my motherfucker. But the truth of the matter is I think just like him,
Mm-hmm.
except I know that when I'm heated, legally or illegally, allegedly, my attitude is a lot different than when I ain't, right? I'm way less apt to talk to you about some shit, right? I'm
Right.
real quick to, motherfucker be like, well, I'm just trying to say how now you ain't trying to tell me nothing, nigga. What? I be on some shit like that. So I leave that motherfucker at home, right? I don't travel with that bitch because I already know, man, there's something bad gonna happen. And I also think about it in terms like this, right? If I'm heated, right, and I'm rolling, okay. First of all, if a motherfucker get the drop on me, it don't matter if I'm heated or not, right? You
Right.
get what you got, what you asking for, period, right? I'm gonna
Right.
live to talk about it. Secondly, if you're not getting the drop on me, that means that I'm aware of you before you make your move.
that's what
And
I'm
now
saying.
I'm just waiting to pop your ass up as soon as you make the move so I can have a fucking excuse. But I got way more options. You know what I'm saying? I should be able to maneuver around that shit if I see it coming, especially if we in traffic. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you not gonna get to me if I can see you. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, we gonna high speed chase it out if that's what you want to do. And in that case, you ain't getting what the fuck you came for any goddamn way.
Right.
Yeah.
So
So
generally,
and
I stay without
and
the burn piece. I leave that motherfucker for the times when I know that shit, I ain't bringing this motherfucker back home no way. So shit, what
yeah.
shit.
So and that's the
I
thing,
ain't
right? Because
I ain't
people
sticking around to explain nothing to the motherfucking law no goddamn way. How about that?
Here's my thing, right? I run it. I keep mine on me, but I'm pretty much even killed either way. I pretty much stay in my lane, and I know that as long as I do that, ain't nothing gonna happen to me in those times. But when they do, I'd rather be ready than not ready. Goddamn it, I'd rather nigga
yeah.
shoot my way out of a
Definitely
situation and
true.
talk my way out of that bitch. That's for damn sure.
But
So
so and
what you
that's the
gonna
number
do
one.
if you at the job, you just happen to just bring your burner
Bring
to
the
the
burner with
job.
me. Yeah,
And
get it.
somebody, who just got fired pops up at the job, fucking semi-automatic fucking AR or something or another, and you know, you and your little office part, right? Or you doing your supervisor shit. All you hear is pop, 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 pop. What you do, Frank?
I'm grabbing my shit and
What
I'm
you
staying posted. Motherfucker hit my door, he can lit the fuck up. But I ain't finna go out there looking for nothing, nigga. I'm not white,
but
nigga. I'm
sir,
black. I'm gonna stay right where the fuck
so
I'm
look,
at, nigga.
hey,
And I'm
so
gonna
That
wait till
nigga
they hit
said
that
I'm
door.
not white,
And
I'm
if they
black.
don't knock first, if they don't knock,
Again,
nigga, I'm
I'm not
popping.
going out there.
If
I'm
they
not
don't
going out
knock,
there and play
I'm
hero.
popping,
If he
nigga.
don't see
Right,
me,
nigga.
I'ma stay quiet, but
Nigga,
I'ma
I'm
stay
gonna stay
heated.
right here in this
If he hit
bitch.
that door,
I'ma let
Shell
his
right.
ass
Shell
have
say
it,
Shell
nigga.
say she
But
under
I'ma
the
stay
desk
quiet.
with the pistol with one in the hole, ready to pop your ass up if you come
I'm
through
not
Ready.
that
no.
door.
Yeah,
That's what you
I'm not
want.
no
Ready.
mother.
Ready.
Yeah, I'm not no mother. I'm
Ready.
not
See,
there to
but
I'm
be
not like I
extra
said.
served,
Hey,
nigga. I'm
that
here to
is
move
not the
so
freight. You
time
coming?
for me to run out there like I'm He-Man. I'm not
No,
trying to play.
I'm
I'm
not no
not.
fucking
I'm
police,
not
nigga.
trying to
I'm not
save
so
up
there
the
to
look,
protect the
I
office.
don't
I'm
know,
city.
I'm
man.
trying to make sure
so look,
I
so
make
look,
it home
If I'm
alive.
heated, I'm getting the fuck up out of there.
look, let me
Yeah.
tell y'all something. So
I'm getting I'm getting the
you're
fuck up out of
all
there,
right.
man. I'm just not gonna be able to just stay in the office and just
Yeah, see,
wait.
that's
Just
where we different.
hope
I
I
am
can
because
get
I'm
some
telling you,
I'm
draws in
talking
today.
about
nine times out of ten,
trying to
if he
let the
coming
heat
for me,
die down. Hopefully, trying to let
nine
the
times
cops
out of
get
ten, if he
there.
coming for me,
You
he coming
know.
for me.
So y'all
If I
y'all
hear that shit
so
The
before he get
motherfucking
to
shots
me,
start
I
sounding
know he
like they
ain't coming
coming
for me.
closer.
And when he do
Yeah,
come for me, I'ma dump his ass out. He ain't gonna get a
so
chance to
look
get
But
up.
I
look
mean,
I'ma
what if
drop
you
his
do run
ass in
out
the
of there and they got
doorway.
three of them with AKs
And
and
the
you only
other two
got your
come up after,
9? I
I'ma
mean,
drop his
I
ass
just,
and
I
I'm
just think you
taking
got to be
theirs.
smart about it.
I'm taking his bigger gun and I'm gonna sit there and wait for those motherfuckers to come and I'm gonna pop their ass out too.
and
I'm not
see and
leaving
look,
that office, nigga,
so
because
look,
they can
all
get me from
uh,
anywhere. I know at this point
this
they
nigga,
bottlenecks, nigga. They gotta get through there
this
to get to
nigga
me,
is
nigga.
in the warehouse has fallen movie ass
Nigga,
nigga.
hey,
nigga.
but you know
Cause
what
I know
though?
I'm only subject to 19 shots. If they got bigger shit than that, I gotta get bigger shit. Like I
So
know
the
I ain't
thing
going
is,
looking
right?
for it though. I know that much.
So
They got to come
so
find
going
me,
back,
nigga.
Look,
Yeah, I
Key
gotta come
and
up out of
Shell,
there. I ain't sticking around.
look, wait, before you answer that, right? So all y'all had correct answers in training, right? And it didn't come from y'all learning out no fucking book, not no street smarts. It's instinctive, right? Because you're right, because that's justifiable. Yes, Shell, I'm gonna stay in my office, lock my door. If the threat comes to me, and this is my last resort, right? I'm
Popping
behind
their ass
closed
out.
doors. He hit the office, kicked the door, boop, 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 whatever. He got to reload because he didn't count his shit, right? And you got the ups on him, right? Boom, boom, boom. Close that damn door,
Right.
drag his shit in there. You sit back and wait till the shit is over. Hey,
As soon as there's any type of aggression towards my door, I'm dumping.
yeah, and that's
I'm not
look,
gonna
that's
let him wait to
actually.
get through the bitch or nothing. I'm dumping, nigga.
And the thing is, right, in the hood, they would say, "Oh, you were scared." Nobody knows what it sounds like with these fucking bullets. Like I distinctly know
Motherfucking
the
right.
sound of. Look, I distinctly know the sound.
Goddamn right.
Shh, shh,
Yeah,
shh.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Make
I
it right
I
distinctly
past
know
the
this sound
motherfucking
that I'll
shit.
never forget in my life.
I got a bullet crease on my shoulder right now, nigga.
man, when
So,
they say it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, oh
Nigga,
yeah.
I ain't
Yeah.
fucking
For
around.
real,
look,
I
for
ain't fucking
real.
with these
so the
people
thing
like
is,
that,
right?
nigga.
True.
It
For real,
evokes
for real.
all the
That shit
emotions
is
and
not no
strength
fun.
of the universe to be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Take a breath, know that I keep it, and you're all right. So people who's actually listening, right? What we said between the four of us is is built in us because if God wants us to survive, right? So we're not going in here with no ignorant actions, and that's what the politicians have to realize
Right.
that we are people with gifted minds that's not going out here and being ignorant to the facts that we know, right? So if you don't even invoke the conversation,
And it's perfectly okay to have 4 different point of views about it because
Oh
I
yeah.
might not have the same life experiences as you. I
Oh
might
yeah.
not I might not be as familiar with a gun or something like that. I might have it for safety.
right?
I'm not on the streets. I'm not at the range every day. So I mean, I don't feel like I would go out there and be successful. Again, maybe if I heard somebody shooting and I know that was done and I was feel like okay, well this might be my time to move, and I know that from the sounds of it, it only sounded like it was only one person there. Then okay, I might could
Yeah,
try to get out, make pop one off, but I'm not trying to save the office. I'm trying to be the one that survived. I want
There
to be
you
the one
go.
the police found that she
There
was
you
in the
go.
cubby
yeah,
hole.
In
She
neither of our
lived to
yeah,
tell
scenarios,
this story,
in neither
and
of our
stuff
yeah.
like
scenarios
that.
did we go looking for no problem. Mac getting out
Yeah,
every
I'm
damn
not. I'm
morning,
not
and
going out
we
there
there to
trying to
save
be a
ourselves.
hero
We not,
again.
yeah, none of
Yeah,
Same
that.
with the
because
restaurant situation. I'm not
Right.
trying. If I have if I can find a way to safely get out that situation and stuff like that, then I want to try to safely get out of it. I'm not trying to be the hero. I'm not trying to save the restaurant. Yeah, I might have my
I
piece
am
on me,
no
but
right,
cop,
shit,
nigga.
again,
I am
that's if
not
they
here to
coming to
protect or
me.
serve.
They coming to me, then okay, then let me do what I gotta do
Right,
to
right.
survive. But I as in like, okay, let me put my gym hat on and
no,
get in attack mode. That's not the time.
you know what I'm saying.
Let
But
me
like
So
I said
just
the other
basically,
day,
try to get up
Mm-mm.
out of here.
so
Mm-mm.
when them
basically,
dudes
Try to
come
so
be
to
all right.
basically,
violate you,
So basically, what it is that all of us, in four different ways, have four different arguments to defeat the political argument
Oh
of
There we
yeah.
go.
what if
Right.
we, if there was a citizen who was legitimately armed, who was on the scene, then he would have been able to save six of the lives that were lost, or some bullshit like that.
And you
Well,
know,
we
guess what?
all say that's some
He
bullshit.
may be a
Right.
hunter. He may be
Right.
former police. He may
And
have those
more power
skills.
to him.
He might
Do
to
it.
snipe.
No,
You know, I don't
what
I don't have
I
them
bet you.
skills, so
I bet you
it
they
don't
hope
pay
you
what
there the
me.
same day I'm there, cause I ain't gonna do none
I'm
of
gonna
that.
get
Cause I'm gonna
myself
still
hurt
have
trying
my
to play
piece of it.
hero. You know,
what
right?
I'm saying is if you took the four of us, you gave us all 25% or 100% of the vote as to whether or not a armed citizen in that scenario, right, legitimately in that scenario, doing their job or whatever the fuck, would have responded to save lives, right? Because that is going to be the conservative point of view, right? Shell, you missed. That's kind of how we started this off. We were saying, well, what is going
Hmm.
to be the political, you know what I'm saying, positioning,
Right.
you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
That I put other people in position to get hurt because I was trying to do something. You
See,
know,
there
then
you
they'd be
Right,
go.
like, okay,
There
well,
you
there she
go.
go. Well,
There
guess what?
you
Well,
go.
let's make some, you know,
Make it
let's kill
worse.
some people
Right.
because she was trying to be. So I'm not trying to do that.
Now,
I mean,
now,
how
so
many
now,
times? I mean, how many
now,
movies you
so
instead
see
of
to where
hold
they
on,
had a restaurant, but they had a cop in the restaurant and he was trying to like get rid of his shit because he didn't want to, be like,
now,
they realize he a cop and he gonna be the first one to get popped. Like,
now,
right.
right.
instead of just circling, focusing on that area, now this motherfucker finna go through door to door, knocking down any and everything they find, because you want to pop up out of nowhere with some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Even they could have just did that shit and
Yeah.
went on, and motherfucker could have
So
been there to tell what happened. I didn't see shit, but I heard everything. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so
fuck
the
all that.
so the
But
point being,
the
the
one
point
thing
being,
that you were right,
the point being
that
that
you were right, Matt.
if we represent, the four of us represent 100% of the test study, right? Say we are the population that they talking about,
Mhm.
right? Like, oh yeah, well, if at least one of them had a gun, we'd be able to save lives. Well, we prove that that ain't true.
No,
Shit,
it's not.
At
that shit ain't
all,
It's
true at
nigga.
not.
all,
It's
right?
not.
So that
But
Not
that's
trying to
so
save
amongst
when
us,
lives.
when
and that's
Right.
what's
so
so
what you're gonna
crazy.
be hearing, right? What you're gonna be hearing coming up in the next couple of days, because this is new. Again, it's another mass shooting. So what you're
Right.
gonna be hearing is a lot of liberals saying gun control, gun control, gun control, and you're gonna have a lot of conservatives saying, well, if there had been a legal gun in the vicinity, that it would have prevented the loss of lives. And what I'm saying is that that particular viewpoint is not proven,
At
That's
especially
all.
bullshit.
not by us.
So look,
But the
so
only
let me
the
let,
only
let,
way
let me
that would work is if he was paid to be there, i.e., a security guard, which most
no no no
motherfucking
no no
places
no no.
have. So
Them motherfuckers ain't taking one.
nah,
Look. Let me
but that's
tell you.
supposed to be
Look,
their
let me
job.
Security gonna
Not
lay
for the
his ass
team.
down and
let,
he's gonna kick his gun out. Nigga, I'm out
Mm.
armed. You feel what I'm
Now here's the
saying? These
Right.
thing:
motherfuckers
if they
got me
don't expect their
way
armed security
uh,
guards to do it, how the fuck they expect the common man to do it?
look. So let me change the argument for y'all, right? So think about it this way,
That's
right?
crazy.
Because because even in that situation, right, somebody has to lose a life. Somebody's gonna lose a life.
It's not gonna be me.
Not mine, goddamn it. Not if I can help it.
No,
It's
That's for
not
okay,
gonna
damn
be
fine.
sure.
me.
Look. So the person with the tools, right? Either I'm gonna win the battle or he's gonna win the battle, right? I'm technically, if it came to my, like you said, in my space, came into my office, right?
Hmm.
The thing is, whatever it is, it's gonna be. They're gonna stop what they call stop a threat, right? Am I built to stop a threat? Probably so. Do I want to stop the threat? Because this is the one that people don't think about. On the backside of that, you still have to go in front of a court of law to explain yourself, right? So
right.
your whole life has changed. Your life has changed from that point. You just took somebody like, and a lot of people are not built for
And
this
then you
because
gotta
they're going to
explain
be
why you
hard
was
to
at
judge.
work with the gun.
No. Not if you
Right.
got a license to carry.
There you go.
I mean, not if you with it.
No,
And
no, no, no.
these
It don't
motherfuckers get
matter.
here.
It don't
And
matter.
you go. No, I
No,
understand, but I'm
Frank.
saying
You still got to
you have a
explain it.
leg to
Still
stand
got to
on in that
explain it.
point. Right. You have a leg to
You
stand on
still
in
You
that
got to
gotta
point.
go through
And
a
explain
even
it.
in
whole
that
little
fact, it'll
inquest.
be a whole lot easier to stand
Yeah.
on once they walk through that office and the dude that already killed 13 people and was on his way to come get you. That counts,
Right.
Mhm.
nigga. You know what I'm saying?
And if you
So
have
It does.
understand that,
look,
nigga.
if
Understand that. Nigga.
so this is the cold twist, right? Because how Cheryl said, you want to play the hero, right? But the hero comes at a fucking great cost, right? So was it premeditated? Was your clip in the other office next to you? So I ran to the other and got my clip out of my purse that was in my locker, right? My gun was in my bag. So why do you have to feel like you can't work in fear, right? You didn't provide a safe working environment for me, right? So this is the thing that the political people, like you said, don't see, right? Just like you said the other day, Shell. If somebody was trying to attack you and take your physical body, right, and to get them off you, you got your bang in your purse, bam, you shooting from the purse. That's justified. This dude was a creepazoid, whatever, right? I felt unsafe. Now, if you're at a workplace, because there's stipulations in the workplace environment, they need to offer you a safe uh working environment by any cost. You should never have to have yourself armed because on front of the door it says this place does not. You need no knives, no guns in this establishment. If you break those rules, you didn't broke the rules, so
Right.
you
It's
on
like no
duty. That's
weapons.
it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, right? So all of this talk about this political, what this should do, we should do this back and forth. It's been a generations of generations where you say, but governing yourself, you being yourself, serving government, it comes with the price. No bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So the whole thing is here, we could talk all of this, but you still got to be in front of the jury because now this family want to say they want to sue you for taking the man's life, and you didn't understand why he had mental breakdown because his wife left and the kids had to get their tooth fairy on, whatever
But
the fuck they came up with when this dude snapped. But
when you work in a
you
high
took his
stress
life.
area though.
He could have survived. You know, that's why some
So
of these
what?
people, that's like the dude in the
This nigga
church
was coming to
survived,
take your life. So
right?
what does
Because
that
it was
matter?
people. Well, let me see. Let me go back to the story. It was some. In Texas, when the one senator lady got they got at her and it killed the people, whatever, right? But they had 5 people that lived in Texas that had guns, right? They actually got looked down upon because they took their family and ran away, and they were citizens that had guns. But I think one security agent got killed. She got she got shot in the head or whatever. I forgot the senator's name. Right? But they was like, Texas should have protected this lady. But they was like, we try to protect our family. Whoever this guy is, you got highly trained people to even get her up out of there. Because that is, you're right.
Man, they pay
You're supposed to
somebody to
get
take
up
care of
out of
that
this
bro.
situation.
Woman.
You know what I'm
Sorry.
saying?
They
Like,
pay
even
somebody to
with,
take care of that woman.
and so, yeah, it's a lifelong thing. It's like, what is going to be up to the people to decide this whole everything?
I know I'm all for protecting me and mine. Other than that,
Hell, I ain't
nigga,
saying nothing to you. I swear.
it got to be a situation. I mean, a hell of a situation. Like
Yeah.
they got to
So,
literally be standing
I'm
behind
just
me,
saying.
and they coming. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna jump in
You
front of no
know.
bullets for nobody that I don't love. Fuck that.
but that's the whole argument.
I'm
And I
just
like how
saying
this
that
conversation going.
I feel like I would know when I may be outnumbered. I don't know what I'm in office. I don't know what the situation is. Again, I don't want to try to play hero, get myself killed, get everybody else killed. You know, my thing is I want to try to hold on as long as possible. So hopefully the authorities could get there and they could take them out and stuff like that. So I want to try to. I'm just trying to do whatever. At this point, if I'm in the office and they don't know I'm there, I'm trying to keep it that way. You
Right.
know, like I'm trying to keep
Let
it
me
that
ask
way. Like I was in
Right.
the bathroom when it happened. Shit, I didn't know it was gonna happen, so I'm in the bathroom now. So let me stand on the toilet and hold my breath, and and stuff like because why? Ain't no need in
Man,
me
they be
pulling out
like,
my gun when
right.
I can't assess the situation. I'm in the bathroom. I don't know what's going on, but
Courtesy
all I
flush.
hear
I gotta give him a
is
courtesy
bullets
flush.
flying. At that point,
here. Let me ask
I'm
you.
gonna
Let me
stay in the
let me ask,
bathroom. I'm gonna
Let me
stay in
ask
the
you
bathroom.
something.
Hold on, I'm gonna stay in the bathroom, and what I'm gonna do is, if they come to the door, then I'm gonna defend myself. You know, if they
Mm-hmm.
hit that door, they hit that door. You know, but I'm not.
They run into this
My
hot
job
boy.
is to stay there and try to try.
Let me just
Now that's
ask you
not the
something as a point,
same with a
as a
cop
point of
pulling me
clarification.
over, and I don't feel safe.
As,
I'm popping, and I'm getting
as,
in front of that jury, and I'm giving them the eyes, giving them the tears, and I'm giving them
just
that
She said,
story. You don't know me. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know my triggers. You don't know my triggers.
and she
Maybe I
gonna
was in
give
an
him the
abusive
eye.
relationship. I see two men walking to my car at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm supposed to sit there, and I know I ain't do nothing wrong. No, I'm trying to go to the light, Carolyn. Go to the light.
And let me just ask you something as a point of
That's a
clarification,
totally
just for me,
totally
right?
different situation to me.
Mhm.
Just for
I
me,
felt
right?
my life
Right.
was in jeopardy.
I know you my coming for real, because you said this is what you said. You said you would hope that the authorities would get there and take them out, not diffuse the situation, right? You want some death on the goddamn scene,
Yeah.
right? Like
I,
you
I,
niggas
I'm,
need to
I
go
really want to say
now.
is that I'm trying to give SWAT snipers a chance to get there
You know,
and
do their
take
thing.
everybody out first.
Right, and do their thing.
Try to try to let them do their
They
thing.
ain't trying to get
That's
no
what they
niggas
train
arrested.
for.
What you say has been enough of them niggas
Mm-mm.
stopping at Burger King,
They
huh?
gonna
You
give them
niggas
death
need to lay
anyway.
down
Right.
right now in
Mm-mm.
the parking lot.
They gonna give them death
I'm
anyway.
trying to wait till the authorities get there and let them deal with
And let
them.
them
I'm talking
take them
about
right on
snipers on
out.
the roof. Take them all away. Take them all out. Cause why? I'm
Warning,
gonna
no
come out the
warning
office, but when
shots.
they start sniping, they not gonna know who I am.
So
So
they
they
can
might
pass
snipe
on.
me in reference to trying to come out the office. No, what I'm gonna let them do is come find me in the office.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't coming out that motherfucker till they knock.
Hey, officer, I
Frank,
was
What, Mr.
waiting on
Moore? You
you.
okay? Mr. Moore,
Frank,
I was
how are you?
waiting. I was waiting on y'all.
Frank,
So look. So
I was waiting
Frank,
I'm a,
Frank,
to
Frank,
be
Frank,
go
Frank,
rescued.
Frank. Shell said, warning, no warning shots.
At all,
yeah.
man. Hey,
So
got
look.
that printed all on her front door. Laced all around her office walls and the
All in
band.
red, nigga.
All in red and the
Warning,
band
no
around her
warning
office.
shots. Nigga, we hot. We hot, we
Look.
live right
Play if you
now.
want to, nigga.
Hey, hey. But the messed up part
Because
though.
I don't do none of
The
that.
messed up part.
Don't do no playing.
I had
Mm-mm.
that. Look, I had
Mm-mm.
that on back of my truck,
Oh
like on the
shit.
campus show. I had on my blacklisted truck.
Now I'm
Then I
gonna go
had
ahead
that
and
right
get
there.
my permit, even though Texas said you ain't gotta have a permit to carry. Because I just need you to know once I pop you, I need to have all
Right.
that stuff in
All the
play. All
paperwork
So
that
in
stuff
line.
needs,
That's
all that
all.
paper needs to be in
That's
line.
all. That's it.
so for the look. So
Yeah,
Just
That's
like
it.
check
Nick,
this
she
And
out.
I'm
already
protect
in
talking
these
about
yourself.
streets. You're
popping
not gonna.
somebody. She ain't even got the goddamn
And
paperwork.
Cause she like
protect
me. She
yourself.
my
Fuck
cousin.
that.
I'm in
She
it.
my
Let me tell
cousin.
you one thing. Let me
Protect
tell you one
yourself.
thing.
Get
I'm
your nice
in these
pretty
streets.
gun on a nice
You're
pretty
not
shoulder
gonna roll
holster.
up on
You
me
know what I'm saying?
at 3
Right.
o'clock in the morning like that. And it's not gonna. It's
Right.
gonna be like that. I'm not gonna be the one you say.
Pop that ass
Well,
out.
we
Nigga.
found her
You
body
bet not. You bet
Pop
on
that
the
not buy
side of
ass
the
no
out.
pink
road.
32 with a pearl handle. You bet
Right
not.
quick.
God
With
damn
a
it.
nice little pretty shoulder holster though. Can't even see it. Tucked right up
So
under your
look.
arm real nice.
I don't even want you to know I have it. I need it to be black.
Look,
I don't want you to be able to see
Like
I
tucked
got
up
it.
under
I don't
that
want
joint
no
real nice. You
hot
know what I'm
pink
saying?
purple gun that's glowing in the dark. No. Oh, why would I want that?
Nick
No
done bought a
warning.
Another
pink and
public
purple
announcement.
gun once or twice in his life. Nick, Nick, you done bought a pink or purple gun a couple of times in your life, ain't you, baby boy?
Mm-mm.
Nope. Not yet.
Mm-mm.
Not yet.
Don't lie, nigga. Don't
Mm-mm.
lie to the people.
No. No.
I
Nick,
never, ever, ever. Where you put a
Mm-mm.
pink on that? No. But
nah,
anyway,
it
so
wasn't
to
pink.
give
It
Shell,
wasn't pink, but it's got a pearl handle.
Oh,
oh
nah.
yeah, got a pro hand, of course. The
Yeah,
357, baby, yeah,
That's
snub nose,
pretty.
don't
pop high as hell,
don't make me
yeah.
call your mama. Don't
That's
make me call
pretty.
your mama, boy.
Oh yeah. Allegedly, yeah.
don't
My
make me
mama
don't
always
make me
let me
have
pop
Allegedly.
Nell
one
jump in
too.
the live
Allegedly.
on your ass.
Allegedly.
She
Allegedly.
from New
Allegedly.
Road, so yes,
Fuck that.
yeah,
Fuck
she from New
allegedly.
Road,
Nah,
so
that's some real shit. I wish y'all
stop.
would. I wish y'all would.
She
Don't
got some
fucking
for him.
allegedly. Yes,
Look, so
indeed. You read about
a
that one
public
in the
announcement,
papers.
right? Look,
You'll know we
so
come from
public announcement.
somewhere. You'll know where we come from. God damn it! I bet that. I
Yeah,
bet that.
nobody run up on Shirley the post that. Yeah, nobody gonna. So Chef,
Negativity.
one more thing that you gotta look. One more thing that you gotta add to your rep to try to protect yourself and everybody out there who's listening. Right, you have to get $1 million bondage insurance. So on your car insurance or your liability insurance, you need to go ahead and pay that extra $50 a month and add to your stuff. Right, because that is protected. This is in case you have to go to court to protect yourself, to justify whatever your means is. So get it's like homeowners insurance, flood insurance. You have to have insurance from if you have to protect yourself because they will come for you. Even if they're breaking in your house, slip on your carpet, they're gonna go after your homeowners insurance. Although they violated your space and they put their hand on that rusty nail on the screen door, they'll try to sue you. So that's one more thing for the public to understand. So if you're gonna do it,
It
educate
ain't
yourself
just
and get
And
free.
right.
what's the nail on the screen though? Shit.
Yeah,
People,
because they
people
know
think you go take some classes and shit and learn how to shoot and get that CCW. You think that's all it is?
no.
Oh
Right.
It,
no.
it's a whole lot of responsibility, and this is the
I got
thing
my
that
guard card. I got my guard card. I wouldn't go get my pistol endorsement because it's too much shit that goes along with it. And I'm a fucking crook on
yeah.
top of every
But the
fucking
thing
thing
is,
else and shit, man. I ain't gonna be able to buy none of that shit they be talking about.
but you can though. You actually can. You know what I'm saying?
I
After
know I
after
I know I can't, but what I'm saying is that nigga, if I get my pistol endorsement, nigga, I'm on the job always. I'll be like
oh
your
yeah.
ass.
Yeah, oh
Legally
yeah.
though, right?
Yeah.
Nigga, I'll be riding around with
On
that
the
bitch
But the
on the
job
thing
fucking front seat,
always.
strapped into the seat belt. Nigga,
Just wait,
what?
yeah,
waiting.
so that's
Just
so and
wait.
and you really are,
Mm-hmm.
like it or not, you are a deputized sheriff now. You are
Yeah, I'm
it's
not
like you
finna do
showed
none of
up in
that.
Mm-hmm.
listen no, but listen to what
Mm-mm.
I'm saying. Under
Mm-hmm.
That's
legal
what I'm
rights
saying.
that's written
That's why I didn't go get my pistol endorsement.
I don't want to be associated with them folks
no,
at all.
but the thing is, right? But it's going to be a coming time, right? That it don't matter if you went to sit down in some kind of state facility, right? You have the right to do that. So when they come to your door, I don't need Frank to be sitting down for extra long time. No, Frank is coming out. You know what I'm saying? He did what he had to do, and he wasn't ignorant to the facts. And you right back here, I'm back on the Piranha Pound, and we
Mm-hmm.
all have that right. And once we get what's the word for it? Desensitized, or we be in fear that we can't do these things, and we can, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you have to know because once you
Mm-hmm.
build the build, and like Shell said, you start at the bottom and say, okay, well, I thought they was kind of out. Frank and Matt coming to vote and Shell coming to vote. Oh shit, that's 4 more in the pipe. That curves the fucking system. You did dead the whole fucking argument because you thought we was a lawful society. No, I'm a
Mm-hmm.
functioning all the way citizen with all the things that I've read upon, and I know you can't stop me. I got. Oh, you want to see receipts on it? Here you go. Well, hey, I convicted. It fell off. Got expunged because I had to expunge some shit now. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go in with a clean slate, and I had to. Like I said, the the most the most thing that I was afraid of is going to take a state psychological evaluation. Allegedly, I'm the boogeyman. Cause else you was there. I know you was there. And how the hell you get that
Man,
now? But they can't call on me
with it,
to protect anything because I can't protect it like that. You gotta go get it the same way I get. If I could do it, you could do it, and it's on the
I'm
letters
gonna
of the
tell.
law. You
I'm
know what
gonna
I'm
tell
saying?
you like this. For me, with or without toast, I'ma mind my business. I hope motherfucker mind his. Nigga. That's pretty
Yeah.
much how that go with me. You know what I'm saying?
Because at one time I can't even lie, right? It was I wouldn't say it was fear, right? I always enter the building. If I was with somebody, I wouldn't let the lady I'm with or the person I'm with, if I see something going on outside, I'm gonna be the first one to walk in the door. I don't want her to walk in the door and get boom. Because she's not situational awareness. But that was ignorance on my part because I know I didn't pass on my knowledge to her when she actually could get down too. You know,
Right.
like all my female partners, you know what I'm saying? With it. You know what I'm saying? All the way down my closest family members. We are actually all trained up,
I think we started to have
knowledged up,
connectivity problems.
Yeah.
knowledged up, knowledged up. And the thing is, well, we an hour and 14 minutes in. It's been a nice conversation, man. So I hope people actually get bit awareness on the possibilities and the power that you have. That once you get uh a stain on your record, that don't mean that you stop living right there. So hopefully that we all get aware, get on the same page, and get this political knowledge, that get these things that we can actually, that we actually did with us for. We know for that we can still make the world go around even more with the assets that we got. So we reach back in our tool bag and pulling out the shit. That's how. Oh, well, how the fuck you know about that? Why you never said nothing? I was holding it for right now.
Right quick though.
I was holding it for right now. This is the part that it matters the most. And you're right. And like I said, I pray for the families that lost these people in these random acts of violence. And I hope that they can settle their soul and be at peace with some of the things. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, things change. But hey, um, let them, grow in value now. You know what I'm saying? With the knowledge that their life has changed ever. And hopefully they can humble themselves even more and be more aware of these situations. And not use it to try to change the masses, but use it to grow as individuals. That's all I gotta say. So Nick ism shit. So ow!
I heard that.
You heard that, boy?
Well, okay. Look, we had another good hour and 15-minute conversation with all the technical difficulties that we've been suffering lately. I'm gonna fix all this shit coming up real soon. Y'all don't fret. Uh, two things. Two things. Number one, the other day, some kind of way or another, I forgot to mention. Congratulations to the three of y'all on the 30th episode. This is
Woohoo!
32 now. Even though
Yeah.
I mislabeled yesterday as 30 again. Yesterday was 31. But in any event, 30 we weren't all here. 31 we weren't all here. 32 we're all
32 we
here.
are.
So this is our big
Yes.
congratulations
All right,
Woo!
all right.
right here.
Thank
Congrats, babies.
you.
Babies are 30.
Secondly,
Yeah.
Yay.
that's right.
Right.
That's right. That's right. Secondly, and me being petty as shit because I love my people. Uh, what the fuck's up with my comment section, Keena? What the fuck's going on here,
Wow,
baby?
right?
We missing you. You been missing in action and shit. Or what are you on a trip? What's going
Graduations?
on here?
You mad?
What I'm saying? We struggling and we keeping this shit going. We need you in these comments, mommy. You know what I'm saying? So quit with the bullshit. Take your hour a day and come give it to us, sweetheart. We love you and we missing you for these
Yeah,
last
we
couple
miss
of
you, Keena.
episodes.
Yeah,
One
man,
more
for
Real,
real,
thing,
for
real
right?
real.
spill.
One more thing before I Mr. D Smith, congratulations on that rank up, baby. I seen that the other day. So yeah,
Congrats,
props off to
congrats.
K Mac. You know what I'm saying? That your man
What'd you say?
that right that my man D Smith Peppy then ranked up on us. I see.
Oh, oh yeah,
Congratulations, man.
yeah.
Props, man. Keep it going, boy.
Shout out to my son Pep. Pep is
Yes,
private
sir.
first class.
He on
You know
a
what
new
I'm
level.
saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, he on
I'm
that
liking
level.
it,
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
You know what I'm saying?
He doing his
Got the
shit, man.
uniform
Pep
and
really,
all.
really taking that shit serious.
Good
And
Yeah.
shit, man.
and also you guys probably don't know it because I see it on my side of the Facebook shit, but Pep shares our shit every day.
That's right,
He
baby.
shares our
Oh,
shit
okay.
Thank you.
on
Yeah.
his
All right. Good
page
looking out, Pep.
every day,
Oh,
right? So
thank
good
Yeah.
looking out
you.
to my
Thank
son
you.
Peppy.
Thank you.
Darius
Yes,
Smith.
sir.
For all y'all
Darius
that
Smith.
don't know, go like his YouTube. I mean, his Facebook page. Thank him for his service, and he just had
Yes,
a
sir.
birthday couple of few little while ago. So
Oh
Okay,
shout
yeah.
out
and
to
happy
Pep.
belated.
Love you, bad boy.
All
And in
right.
All
closing for
right.
me though. In closing for
Well,
me, hold on.
oh yeah, one more. Go ahead.
Get that book, huh?
That's it.
Frank saying you
Declaration
guys
of
need to
Independence,
read the
baby.
Constitution.
Read that
It's
shit.
the
Know that shit.
read the Constitution and read the amendments to the Constitution. The Constitution is short. What is it? 7 paragraphs or some shit
$3.
like
A
that.
little
13
handbook. Give
paragraphs.
you everything you
And then
need. $3.
I think
A
there's
little handbook.
25 amendments. The
Yep.
amendments, you know what I'm saying, are
They're
pretty
all in
short.
here.
You know what I'm saying?
All in here.
Uh, yeah, check that out because that is the foundation for everything that we say that we deserve in this country. So everything can kind of be found
True.
has a
And also
genesis in
the
the
backbone
Constitution.
of the
So
legal system. The federal
Yeah.
legal
get
system
up on
anyway.
that.
Get on that
Yeah.
shit.
We can do a whole We can do a whole hour. Shit. I specialized in constitutional law when I was in the prison, while Nick was talking
We
about I
shall,
was in the
man,
law
just to get the
library.
people something,
So
just to get the people a
yeah,
little
we
bit to
can do a
munch on,
whole hour on
especially
that shit.
highlight the important shit that's really, really important to us.
Yeah, I need to get freshened up
That's
on
fine.
that there.
Yes, sir.
And
In
Shell,
That'll be
in
any
beautiful.
closing,
event,
Shell.
My in closing is that things are man, I a lot of people don't want to, you know, admit it or face it, but we are really in the end of days. You know, whether it's global warming, floods and hurricanes and earthquakes, stuff that didn't always happen, that's happening now. That the shit is happening is real. So again, now we dealing with mass shootings again. Everything is relative and it always come back around. I think that we need to get into I agree with you, Frank. We always say, we do need to get to the point where we try to start governing ourselves again and stuff like that. We definitely got to do that. We definitely got to take our streets back and stuff like that. We have to be for our people. We have to, but again, this is more and more the time, even though it's a dangerous time for us, and especially, you know, we always gonna have something to lose, but we have a lot that we need to try to gain. So we got to get out here. We got to get in these streets. We got to start protesting. We got to join the fight and stuff like that. We got to we got to be smart about it. We got to contribute what we feel like we can contribute. A lot of times we can contribute in different ways, but again, um, this shit ain't stopping. They ain't gonna stop killing us and stuff like that. And again, I'm just just watching it happen. Now, my thing is like, okay, they doing all this and stuff like that. It's not gonna be long till they gonna start. They gonna start doing shit to women too. I'm not so far removed to where I can't see that happening.
Right.
So
Yeah.
again, get straight, stay straight, and
Oh,
if
baby,
you
they already
if you
snatching
if
up
you if
y'all up.
you if you ready, you ain't gotta get
yeah.
ready.
Right.
Yeah.
They
I
already
Right?
said,
If you
snatching
ready, you
beautiful
ain't gotta
black
get
women like
ready and
you up
stuff
off the
like
streets
that.
on some bullshit. So yeah,
yeah.
especially
I
women.
put
It's
So
especially
I'm,
women.
women.
gotta
Get
watch
into
Yeah.
that
myself.
range, man. Go get you a little something you can
Cause
have
they
to
Right.
keep
create
the
life.
motherfuckers
So
up off you. I'm telling
right,
you. Fuck that.
Okay, when I come to Louisiana, so
gotta
we're gonna
do
go out
something.
but in the backyard by the trees, so we gonna really get down. You know what I'm saying? Because people
Gonna
don't
get
know
Louise
that.
is
down.
pond.
You know what I'm saying? Because I had an insight. That's one more thing I never told nobody in developing a whole tactical little thing. It's called Operational Skills Group. So I was like one of the first civilians to actually do something like that too. So I'll talk to you in person about that. Yeah.
All right.
I
But
get you,
yeah,
Well,
you
baby.
all right.
in closing, I'll say that especially I agree with Shell that we are in the end of days, and I think that we got a whole hour on Revelation,
Yeah.
um, that we can really just walk all the way down, all the way to who I think might be the Antichrist who showed up on our dog ass around this bitch and still rolling, and
Hmm.
a variety of other different things that Shell was talking about. I mean, you guys might not
Hmm.
know it, but do you guys realize that? Well, shit, I ain't gonna go into it. But here, I'll just say this: there
Say
was
it.
just a big fucking infestation of locusts over a whole fucking continent.
Wow.
Yes.
See, there
Like,
we go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like just
Yeah. I
cicadas.
think we. Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
they were
Yeah.
Yeah.
cicadas.
so. So
Yeah.
I
anyway,
thought they were
Yeah.
yeah,
cicadas.
we
Right.
No,
we
Right.
can
So
we can
they
go
hey,
changed
all
the
the way.
name though, but it's not that. It's the real.
Yeah, no, but same thing. And they ain't showed up in years, like 17 years or some shit like that.
Well,
Lotus.
Has anyone
It
even
don't
seen
look
a
good for
cicada?
us.
I'll say this, right? You
Biblical.
know, I'm a bad Catholic boy who's been around the world. So
Yeah.
shit, I got a cold perspective on a whole bunch of different shit. But I truly believe that you are right, Shell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Biblically, and then in terms of a whole bunch of other different shit, right? Metaphysics and a whole bunch of other esoteric shit. In any event, we had a
Mhm.
hundred hour and 24 minutes and 10 seconds right now.
This will
So
continue tomorrow.
I'm going to thank everybody who joined us in the Piranha Pond um, on live YouTube as well as Facebook. I
Yeah,
want
yeah.
to thank my piranhas for
All the
bearing with
time.
me through the bullshit. Here, let me just in the spirit of semi transparency, I'm in Vegas dealing with some whole other shit. I think probably only Frank knows. Um, Nick and Cheryl, y'all don't really. Nick, you know, but you don't know. Um,
Yeah.
and so it's kind of it's put a little fucking stress on the podcast because I'm not at
Okay.
home doing it from a stable scenario. But however, shit, we've all been stopping everything we doing at 5 o'clock. You know what I'm saying,
And do.
to show up for you guys as rough as it's been. So bear with us. Understand that we here for you guys because we know that you guys are here for us. So we want to thank
Mhm.
everybody that joined us live today. Uh, Join us again in the replay. Comment shows up
Yeah.
in live time. Like, share, subscribe. Jump over on the YouTube page. Give us a sub on YouTube.
There we go.
And as usual, we have been live at 5 from the
Huh?
Piranha Pond.
That's what I'm
And
talking
now
about.
we are